informational text informs. Defining the elements. There are 4 key elements. You learned about the elements in the online lesson. Let's review them in the anchor chart. Here we go. Here's the anchor chart. Now, the first element is the subject. We're going to put it right there, subject. Then we have the main idea. Then we have the, the supporting details. Let's pull that down. And you should usually have 3, so they all 3 go here. And then the details that support the supporting details. Okay, now let's define these terms. The subject is what the text is mainly about. The main idea is the point the author is trying to make. Now, the supporting idea explains the main idea, and the details describe the supporting ideas. All right, let's turn the page. Let's go to the next slide, and we're going to read this article. Follow along as I read the text entitled Scuba Diving. Scuba diving. Humans can hold their breath underwater for an average of 30 seconds. This isn't enough time to explore sea life, examine shipwrecks, or save entangled animals. Fortunately, scuba, which means self-contained underwater breathing apparatus, has been developed. With a scuba system, people can dive for long periods of time. Going scuba diving requires the right kind of gear. First of all, scuba divers need well-fitting masks to see clearly and fins to move through the water. The scuba system has an oxygen tank and a tube connected to a mouthpiece that allows divers to breathe. Scuba divers also need a special diving watch to keep track of how long they have been under the water. People can become certified scuba divers and get special jobs. People interested in shipwrecks and sea life can become underwater archaeologists. Underwater tunnels or bridges need to be built by marine contractors. All of these things can be photographed by an underwater scuba photographer. Scuba divers face many dangers. If divers don't release the air pressure in their ears, they can feel ear pain. The bends is an illness divers can get from swimming to the surface of the ocean too quickly. It can cause a rash, pain, or even death. Sadly, some scuba divers are harmed due to faulty gear like broken watches or oxygen gauges. Now, we're going to annotate our copy of the text. Annotate means to add notes or comments to explain something. What word repeats again and again in the text? Yes, that's right. It's scuba. So let's draw a line under scuba. There we go. And I'm going to make it a pretty yellow color. And make it a little bigger so we can see it. There we go. Scuba. Let me make it a little closer so I can read it better. So I'm going to go and underline all the scuba words. Here we go. Scuba. It's going to be yellow. Now remember last time I said that to keep from having to make all these pieces align, we can also just copy and paste. So let's find, there's a scuba system. Let's find paste. Okay, so we've definitely found that scuba is very important. Let's see what else I can find. Paste. Copy and paste. Paste. There it is again. There's another scuba. Okay, how many times did you find scuba in this article? I got 11, including the title. What other words repeat? That's right, dive, divers, and diving. Let's make this another color. We'll make it orange. And I want you to draw a line under all the dive and diving. And this should be orange. And yet again, you can copy. Find the copy. Format. There it is, Control C. Put my picture back over there so you can see me in the corner. Okay, dive. Divers. And I want you to go through and do and underline all the divers, diving, dives, things like that. The subject is what the text is mostly about. The subject of the text is, what do you think? What is it? It's scuba diving. Underline the word scuba diving in the title. Write an S over the title. S stands for subjects. You have a key at the bottom of the page to help you with your annotations. Now, what's the next part that we're going to do? What does scuba stand for? That's right. Let's look over here and see. It is, underline, and let's make a line. Self-contained. We're going to make that a thick line, and we're going to make it green. Self-contained, let me move it down just a little so we can read. Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. An apparatus means device. So it's what people are, it's actually the piece. So now think about the main idea. In paragraph 1, what is the author making in his text about? What point is the author making in his text about the scuba system? Underline the sentence and mark it with MI for main idea. So what is it? What's our main idea? With a scuba system, people can dive for long periods of time. So it's this. Let me make a circle. I'm going to make my, no, that's not what I want. I want a circle, and I'm going to make my fill transparent, and it's going to be red. And let's get this smaller. With a scuba system, people can dive for long periods of time. And that's our first, that's our main idea. With scuba system, people can dive for long periods of time. I want to copy this and paste it down over here. And so we have the whole thing. With scuba system, people can dive for long periods of time. All right, so our next thing to do is we need to complete our supporting ideas. So let's look and see what the next paragraphs are about. Underline the word in paragraph 2 that tells what scuba diving requires. Gear, that's right. Mark gear with the letters SI for a supporting idea. What word in paragraph 3 explains what scuba divers can get when they become certified? That's right, jobs. Underline and mark jobs. What words in paragraph 4 describe what scuba divers face? Danger. Underline and mark dangers with the letters SI. Now look back at paragraph 2. Find 3 details that describe the gear. Mark these words with D for detail. Mask and fins, scuba system with oxygen tank and mouthpiece, and a watch. In paragraph 3, find 3 details that describe the jobs that divers can have. There's underwater archaeologists, marine contractors, and scuba photographers. In paragraph 4, find 3 details that describe the dangers that divers face. Mark the words with D. Ear pain, the bends, and faulty gears. So now we're going to go, after you've marked up that page, and we're going to fill in the blanks here. And we've already done this, so I'm just going to do it for us. Scuba diving is the subject. The main idea is with a scuba system, people can dive for long periods of time. And our first supporting idea is gear. Then we have jobs, and then we have dangers. Okay, the details. One was mask and fins. Scuba system with oxygen tank and mouthpiece. Then the last one is a watch, a diving watch. Okay, the jobs under water. I gotta look at this one to spell it. ARCHAEOOLOGISTS. Marine contractors. And scuba photographers. And then we have our dangers. Ear pain, the bends, and faulty gear. Okay, there we go. We have filled in the graphic organizer. We have annotated the article, and we're all ready to turn this in. So save it and attach it to the assignment and turn it in. Thanks. Bye.